Welcome to the stunning island of Corfu in the Aegean Sea. This morning's class is all about bringing more love and openness to the muscles and joints that make up your hips, as well as moving through different twisting postures to stimulate blood flow and wake up the entire body. As we flow together, allow any tension within your mind or body to release out, leaving you with a refreshed and completely relaxed feeling, ready to take on the day before you with a calm and peaceful spirit. Let's start our morning practice by coming into a butterfly pose at the front of the mat. Soles of the feet are together, holding onto the ankles, allowing the knees to go to either side. Sitting up tall, and then slowly roll the head to the right, gently waking up the cervical spine, and then circling it to the left. If you hear or feel some cracks, that's perfectly normal. And pausing as we come to the center, reaching up again, and then begin to roll the shoulders backward, bringing movement into our shoulder joint, and then rolling them forward, making as big of a circle as you like. And then let's bring the left hand to the right ankle or the right foot. Reach the right hand back behind you, twisting from your torso, looking over your right shoulder, pressing into the foot with your left hand, reaching up through the crown of the head, keeping your neck long, and back to center. Let's bring the right hand to the left foot and reach back with the left hand, placing the fingers or the palm onto the mat behind you. Looking over your left shoulder and reaching up through the crown of the head, being as tall as you can. And coming back to center, grab onto your ankles and slowly come down a little bit into your butterfly pose. And then coming up, let's come forward again and reaching up, and then come down again a little bit further maybe this time, and lift back up and coming down, going as far as you can without forcing anything, and come back up, sitting up tall. Now let's do our seated cat-cow, reaching the head back, arching the back, and rounding the shoulders, rounding the upper back, looking down between your legs, and coming back up, and rounding down. You can hold on to your feet or your ankles, looking up. Inhale and exhale, looking down, rounding through the back. And once again, looking up, arching the back, opening through the chest, and rolling down, bringing your chin to your chest, and coming back up to center. Let's bring the knees together and slowly dropping them from side to side, windshield wipers with the legs. And then let's make our way into forward fold at the top of the mat. Keeping the knees slightly bent, let's bob the head up and down. Really let your neck be heavy. Feel your cervical spine decompressing. All of the weight of your head is reaching down toward the mat. Your knees are bent. Maybe grab onto your elbows. Just really ragdoll in this forward fold. You can bob up and down or swing from side to side. And now let's slowly roll up to Tadasana, bringing the hands to the heart. Finding a moment to recenter, to feel ourselves tall and strong, setting an intention for this practice. Maybe there's something that you want to release and let go of. Maybe there's something you want to cultivate, such as gratitude or kindness. Whatever it is, take a moment to connect to that intention. And then let's fold forward, bend into the knees, and step your right foot back into a lunge pose. You can drop the knee onto the mat and reach up with the hands. Bring them down to the left knee, dropping your hips toward the mat. And then as you round through your back, come up just slightly and feel a stretch in your hip flexor. You might have to play with it in terms of how far you come up, but when you come up, try to round your upper back and bring your chin to your chest. Let's come down into low lunge again. Hands come to heart. And now let's twist to the left side, bringing the right elbow to the left knee. Left elbow is reaching straight up toward the sky. Tucking your right toes under will give you more stability in this pose, but you can leave them untucked. Breathe into this twist. Deep inhale and exhale, coming back to center. And now let's bring both hands down to the mat on the right side. Pivot your right knee out so that your right foot is over on the left side of the mat now. Your left hand is on the inside of your left foot, reaching up and over with your right arm. And this is kind of like extended side angle, but we're on our right knee. You can look up to the sky or keep your gaze down toward the mat, breathing into the right side body. Let's bring the right hand down to the mat, pivoting everything forward, back in our low lunge. And then let's lift the back knee, and let's immediately lift up, pivoting into reverse warrior, bending into the left knee, reaching back with that right hand to the right leg, stretching up and over with the left arm, and then straightening the left leg, reaching down with the left hand, finding triangle pose as you look up towards your right hand that's reaching up to the sky. And both hands come down, pivoting to the left side now, finding our twisted triangle, reaching up with the left arm. Both legs are straight. Keep breathing into the twist. Looking up at the sky or looking down. And then as you bend into the left knee, let's reach back with that left arm to the right leg and reach up and back with your right arm. Finding a variation of our high lunge. Feel the openness through that right side body. And cartwheeling the hands down to the mat, let's step back into three-legged dog. Left leg reaches up. Bend the knee and stack the hips open. Flexing and pointing the toes. And let's make knee circles. Trying to make these as slow as possible, maybe even pausing when you come out to the side. And then reaching the leg up to the sky, straightening through the knee, three-legged dog, and dropping the foot as you come forward into plank and chaturanga down, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Let's bend both knees and walk the feet toward the hands again. Forward fold. Slowly roll up to Tadasana, stretching up, and then diving forward again into forward fold. Bend both knees and step the left foot back now into low lunge, tucking the toes or releasing them, reaching up with the hands. Hips are dropping down toward the mat. And then slowly reach your hips back just slightly, finding that different kind of stretch through the quad, through the hip flexor, as you round your chin down. And coming forward into low lunge. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale as you come forward, and exhale as you come back and rounding through the neck, through the upper back. And in low lunge, let's bring the hands to the heart and twist to the right side now, left elbow on the right knee. Right elbow is reaching up to the sky, finding our twisted lunge, keeping the back toes tucked for a bit more stability. Breathe into the twist. And let's come back to center, hands to the heart. Bring the hands down to the mat on the left side. Pivot the left knee to open. Left foot behind you on the right side of the mat. Right hand is reaching down to the inside of the right foot. And your left arm is reaching up and over. Or you can bring your right elbow onto your right knee, finding our modified extended side angle pose. Let's bring both hands down to the mat, pivot everything off, coming back into our low lunge, lift the back knee, heel to the mat, and cartwheel the arms up into reverse warrior, bending into the right knee, reaching up and over with your right arm, and then pivoting forward into triangle, straightening both legs, reaching up with the left arm. You can challenge your balance by closing your eyes in this pose, if you'd like to. Let's take another breath. Inhale and exhale, bringing the hand down, pivoting open to the right side, reaching the right arm up to the sky, left hand on the mat. Both legs are straight, twisted triangle. Breathe, focus. And then bending into the right knee, reach the right hand to the back of the left leg, reaching up and back with your left arm, breathing deeply into your left side body, maybe feeling an amazing stretch all the way from your shoulders down through your quad. When you're ready, let's cartwheel the hands down to the mat, in our lunge pose and step that right leg back into three-legged dog. Bend the knee and stack the hips again, pointing and flexing the foot. Breathe and hold. And let's slowly begin to make our hip circles with the knee, drawing a big circle as slowly as you can to really feel the sensations of this movement. Let's extend the leg up to the sky, straightening through the knee, reach up, and then coming down into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Beautiful. And now let's bend the knees and step or hop between the hands. Forward fold, and slowly roll up as you bend the knees, coming up to Tadasana. Release the arms down at your sides. Palms are open to the front of the mat, reconnecting to the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Let's reach the arms up to the sky once again, and slowly sitting down into chair pose, sitting down as far as you can. And then begin to slowly sit all the way down to the mat. Try to go as slow as possible. And coming back into our butterfly pose, or Baddha Konasana. Grabbing onto the feet or the ankles and sitting up straight. As you take a big exhale out, slowly folding forward over your feet, over your legs, allowing your knees to release to opposite sides of the mat. If your elbows are on the mat, you can release your hands, opening them up to the sky, taking a position of openness to all that this day will bring you. Now let's come up, bring the knees together, plant the feet on the mat and scoot forward a bit. Release your back to the mat, and keeping the hands on the knees, let's make circles, going out and around, and then going the other direction. Relaxing, releasing your lower back. And then give yourself a big hug. Bring your nose to your knees, be a little ball, and maybe rock your knees from side to side. And then releasing the feet down to the mat, soles of the feet together, knees opening to either side of the mat. Your arms are relaxed by your sides. Maybe the palms are open up to the sky. And just take a deep breath in. Hold it at the top of your inhale. And exhale. Release all the air out of your lungs. And hold at the bottom. And just feel the stillness. Returning back to your normal breath when you need to, and extending the legs out, finding our final pose. Savasana. Relaxing every part of your body, allowing your shoulders to melt into the ground, your head to feel heavy on the mat, letting go of your glutes, relaxing your thighs, your knees, and your calves, allowing your feet to feel like two rocks, heavy, grounded into the mat. Just taking a moment to breathe, to be present, and to let go 100%. Let's bring movement back into the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Be stretching up and over with your arms, and then rolling onto one side, maybe bringing the knees in first. Sitting up to the center of your mat, let's bring the hands over the heart, thanking yourself for making time out of your busy day to do something wonderful for your well-being. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Don't forget to click that subscribe button to come flow with me in even more beautiful places like this. And if you're feeling especially generous, a like or a comment would mean so much, as it helps this video get recommended or suggested to others that would enjoy it. I appreciate your support so much, and if you have any suggestions for future videos or even future destinations, I would love to see them in the comments.